Okay, so it's April 14th, and I'm going to do my recap. A little bit of a man, tough day. Didn't perform well again. Yeah, small green day. I was down like 2,200 bucks, and I got myself all the way back up to $41. So, in the big scope of things, it's not that bad, I guess, because I was coming from a really really bad day, as you can see here. It's not like 2,200 bucks, and I was able to make it back. So not happy, not proud, nothing like that. But it's still, it's better to have a, even though it's a small green day, it's better to have like a green day, right? I mean, with this, it's a green week so far. Not the best week by any means necessary. I mean, a pretty bad week. I'm still like 1,500 bucks away from my weekly goal, more or less, which is like 2,500. I would be happy with that. There's still 2 more days left, so it's definitely possible, especially with the market, with the momentum in the market right now. There is movement, there is things happening, so there is definitely an opportunity for me for that. But let's take a look at what I did today, because today would have could have been one of those days where I did do that, and yeah, it wasn't the case. So let's start. My first trade of the day was JPM. So JPM, I was looking for. It was a little bit of extended, so I recognize that that wasn't my best trade, to be honest. And I don't know. I don't really know why exactly I took it. I got in at 9:30:39. I told myself like, hey, I'm gonna have to write. I'm gonna have to start writing again my objectives and stuff, because I am not performing my objectives. I am not executing them many times. Yeah, I'm just not really. I'm gonna do my checklist, and do my objectives for the day and write them down and put like in a calendar, like, hey, you know, did I do the objectives? Did I not? I'm gonna start doing that in Trade of View again, even manually, so I get it straight, right? So I told myself like I'm not gonna trade in the first minute. I'm gonna wait at least for the second minute, so there are setups there, and I went short 800 shares of JP Morgan 150.57. So it came all the way up here, and I wanted to see a breakdown of the daily open and stuff. So that is what I was looking for. And okay, I did get a little bit of down move. I mean, not much. What is that, like 40 cents? And it came back up. So I got out of break even. I didn't want to really risk this trade because yeah, it was just not worth it to risk the trade. So yeah, I got out like 2 minutes later. So around here, I guess break even. Yeah, 9 EMA was a little bit far away. The VWAP, it would have been a great long, to be honest, because it opened between L4 and L5, and L5 just held really well. And then you can see this 1 minute opening range breakout. Okay, it's not the total because the candle is here, all the way up here. You see this elongated candle, but still, it is a good chance. It really is, because it's engulfing like the body, where it opened and it closed. So that would have been a great trade. And then my other rule was I'm not going to go against the trade, against the trend. I'm not going to take trades against the trend. And that's exactly what I did in MRA. I misjudged because I was seeing like some disparity in what was happening between MRA and Riot these couple of days, because MAR usually they move very very in tune, but these couple of days they haven't, so I stuck to the idea like, hey, maybe they are going to move in soon, and they didn't, and I paid the price, right? So I went long 1,000 shares of Marriott, and only that, I mean, Riot was still gapping down, so it wasn't a perfect setup either. It did have a little bit of a move up, and well, I will take a look at what I did, because I did trade Riot there, as you can see, and I lost money on it too. But yeah, just not good trading, man. I went against my rules, which was trading in the direction of the trend. So I went short. I went long, sorry, 50.16. So I guess around here at 9:35. So here, why did I go long? Okay, I did have a little bit of a good idea here, semi good idea, not really, but I saw, this coming down, and then I saw this engulfing candle, this green engulfing candle, and I thought that we were gonna see a little bit of a, at least a pull back all the way up to the previous day open, which in hindsight makes no sense, because it would have been better if I just waited and cut the, the resistance of the daily open, right? If that's the setup that I wanted to take. So that wasn't a good strategy. That wasn't a good trade. So yeah, I got stopped out at the lows. My stop was the lows because I did envision the possibility of it coming down a little bit and then coming back up. That's exactly what it did here. But it was too late. It went without me. I got out. I got out at 49.54. So right, basically at the lows. A few cents, 15 cents, and it came back up. So I wouldn't have lost any money. But it is what it is, you know. Yeah, what did I lose? Like $720 in this trade, you know. So didn't start the day the best way, and then I got a little bit emotional and I went short Riot because why did I even go short Riot here? 936. Because okay, because it was the setup that I was trying to take. It was this. Oh, of course, yeah, because I saw MRA fell, so I wanted to take Riot short at this point. Is because I saw this kind of inverted hammer. It's not a shooting star totally. It's an inverted hammer. I mean, they're very similar. I mean, it's pretty much the same, right? But it's not exactly a shooting star. So I thought that hey, maybe there's a good chance it comes down now. So I went short 1,000 shares, got stopped out, lost another 480 and 280, another 700 something bucks. You know, I got out over here. I wanted to get above. Yeah, I don't know exactly. My stop probably should have been. Yeah, my stop was good. It was right below the can, right above the candle where I took it. You know, so basically right here. You know, got out at 60.48, another big loss. You know, and then I was getting emotional. I think I was down like 1,500 bucks at this point, and you know, I started just taking trades just to take him, kinda. I went short. This got a 938 here. I wanted to go. This is the thing. I told myself, and then I was applying my rule of not taking trades that are going against the trend, right? So I know the stock was gapping up. I could see the momentum. I was thinking about going long here, although the stock was gapping down, but it would have been a good idea because, you know, it gapped up, it held the denying EMA and VWAP, and then, you know, it had a little bit of a surge, right? But I did see a little bit of resistance here at L4. So I thought maybe of going short, but it wasn't like the best setup that I could take. So I went short around here at 30.90, 38.92, 38.91 for resistance of the daily open. So yeah, and then I just partial really quickly, honestly, you know, 26 seconds later, 28 seconds later, 38.82, because I didn't see the follow through that I wanted to see in this. I mean, I didn't even get to see it, honestly. My partial should have been 38.72. That should have been my exit. You know, I would have at least done another 200 bucks there. So bad execution there. I could have gone long. I think I even went long. Yeah, okay, so I went short one more time at 945. So around here, nothing happened, break even, and then I went long at 3088. I went long at 3090 at 946. Exactly what I was looking for, and then I got stopped out at 3875. Yeah, that was a mess, man. I got stopped out, chopped up. My stop should have been here, below below L5. So then I got, you know, emotional and I went short again, 38.75, got stopped out. So this is how I got myself all the way up to 2,000, you know, down. And then I finally went long again at 39.02 and I, you know, at 9.48. So around here, and I, you know, exited really quickly. Okay, I saw this gap down. I'm like, no, dude, there's no way I can sell. It's not a big volume. I have to let it play out. And I got out at 39.19, which is also a bad loss, a bad, you know, trade because my exit should have been here at L4. That was the playbook setup. So all in all, just not good, man. I mean, in the meantime, there I took a JPM trade again. I went short of 152.60 at 939. So right here, and of course, since you're losing money, you're not focused, you're not doing well, you just want to make as much, you know, as quick money as possible. I got out really early. I only made 170 bucks in a trade where I could have made really decent money. I could have made like 800, no, like 500, 600, 700, you know, 800 bucks. And that's because you're not focused, you're not doing well, you want to make as quick money as possible. But this was a good setup, you know, why? Because it is L4 here, and there's a, you know, big rejection, green shooting star, and then that's when I went short. So that was a really good setup. I could have hedged it against L4 here, and I didn't do it, you know. So what happened later? I took pins short, going against the trend, but it was very, very overextended above R5, and I did see this huge volume here. So I found pins in my scanners. I went short 87.53 at 9.56. So right above here, it wasn't the best entry, but I could see like this. I wanted to, you know, just a quick scalp up until VWAP, and you know that's what I did. Quick scalp, made a little bit of money, 300 bucks. I don't even know how much I made in pins. How much did I make? 342. So you know, quick $342 there. What can I say? Yeah, so I traded pins, and then I started trading mRNA again because I traded yesterday mRNA, and I was going a little bit against the trend. But the thing is, like, I was looking at the reversals, and like these more or less made sense. It went with my thesis. That is, reversal, big volume and stuff. So I went short 600 shares at 10 o'clock. So that's right here. I saw this shooting star. I saw this resistance over here. It's at L5. I saw this kind of beginning of a shooting star. So I went short 600 shares and 1002. So I covered around here. Not much. I mean, honestly, like 40 cents, 30 cents trade, not much. Then I went short again, 156.36, 600 shares at 1005. So right here, when I saw a little bit of more resistance in a higher low and a lower high, covered 70 cents pretty much, 66 cents, covered, and then I went short BBBY, and this was a risky trade, so it was a really, really risky trade. There was a lot of level 2 buyers here, so it gave the opportunity of a possible short, but at the same time, I wasn't really too fond of it because it was far away from L5, and that thing, like, if it doesn't rip, or it may rip a little bit and then come back up, that's what happened, and that's the most plausible scenario. So even I could have gone long this trade, but it's just not worth it at that point. So I went short 2,000 shares, got 3 cents in it when it didn't break, so nothing there. And then I did go short Riot one more time. At that point, I was starting to recover money with mRNA. Like, little by little, I started to, make money back with a little bit of Disca. mRNA was giving me money here and there. And then I went short Riot, 1,000 shares for a quick scalp. I knew this didn't have a lot of potential, this trade, so I didn't really want to play with it. So I went here short at 1024, cover 55.35, covered at 54.98. So just a little bit in this trade. And then I went short a couple of more times mRNA. I went short 700 shares, and this is what really got me green, right? Because I almost got $700 here. So I went short mRNA at 155.82 at 1027. So right here for this breakdown after the failure. And yeah, I was able to cover pretty much good over here. I almost got the whole move that I was looking for. And then I went short one more time, 155.39 at 1031. So I was looking for a little bit more of a downside off of the VWAP and 90 MA, and it didn't happen. I waited this whole move. The level 2 was very weak, and I wanted to see the break of 155 over here. I was very patient, and if I didn't see that happen, I was just gonna exit. I exited, So I was up 189, and this last trade in mRNA, I lost the money. I got myself back to back down to $41. So that's it. So all in all, it's 4 green trades, 3 losing trades. I mean, BBY, you cannot even count it. JPM, not really either. Yeah, Riot, I lost $400. MARA was the bad trade. Disca, whatever. mRNA, I was able to get the money, pins a little bit, and not great, man. To be honest, not great at all, man. What should have I done better today? Well, number one, trade with the trend, man. I mean, what can I say? I keep making the same mistakes. Trade with the trend. MARA, I had no business being long in this trade. I really just had no business in a trade that is, in a stock that is showing this much weakness, opens weak, and I'm going long there. It just makes no sense, man. I saw this breakdown opportunity here, but I was like, since I really lost money within the long, it's like really hard to switch. When you have a bias in one trade, it's really hard to flip your position. And maybe I have to be more versatile with that and more open to do it, because it is a really good idea. Many times. Because if it's not going one way, it's maybe going to go the other, or maybe it doesn't. But there is a good chance that happens, especially in a breakout breakdown. Or reversal. You're taking a reversal. It's not really working, so that means that maybe it has a good chance of keep moving forward in the direction that you bet against it. You have to be risk management savvy and be careful with that, but maybe that is the better option. So because this had offered a good opportunity, and also on the 5-minute, like it was a 5-minute opening range breakdown too. Here holds a little bit, cannot break VWAP, 90 MA, boom, comes all the way down. So just one trade like that, 1,000 shares, that's 3,000 bucks, man. I mean, yeah, it's frustrating. It really is frustrating. So again, that could have been one of the things that I could have done. I mean, Neo also offered good opportunity. I didn't take it. That was also good. R4 resistance here. mRNA, even for a long, I made money on the short today on mRNA, which is kind of crazy. But even on the long, it would have been a great idea, because as you can see here, breaks out, to between R4 and R5, breaks out over here, and then it holds R4 again. The same as yesterday, well, with R5, and it holds the daily open and goes all the way back up to R5. Like, those are just great setups, man. Great setups that I'm not taking advantage of. Really. I really, really not taking advantage of that. Riot also offered another great trade. Okay, I went short here, and there was a little bit of a breakout. But as you can see, look at this huge rejection, right? This huge engulfing candle that breaks down the daily open. Like, that is just asking for a gap down. That is literally just asking you to go and get a gap down. So yeah, I guess I lost money in Riot and MRA. In two bad trades, I got myself all the way down there. To almost $2,000. This guy, one of those choppy ones, Discovery, could have done better here. Maybe go long a little bit better and follow my game plan. But the thing is, like, yeah, when you're down, man, it's just really tough to let your positions run and so on. At least for me, I'm looking to, make the money back, make the quick buck, and not let my positions run. When my positions work from the get go and I start profiting, it's easier for me to just let it ride and be. But when I'm down, it's complicated. It's really complicated. So again, I'm gonna write the game plan down and see like the small objectives that I have to do. What are they gonna be? I mean, I'm just gonna say them again. It's trade in the direction of the trend. That's number one. Trade in the fucking direction of the trend. Wait until the second minute of the day, so not when it's 9:31, because that's when you have your opening range breakouts or breakdowns, not before. Here I went at 9:30:39, so I went in the first minute. Not a good trade. I didn't lose money. Okay, I lost 2 cents, which is absolutely nothing, obviously, but I missed the opportunity of going long and having a good trade there. 800 shares, it would have been an $800 trade. Over here all the way up to L4. So it's really, really, really important that I follow my game plan. Playbook trades. Playbook trades. That is not a playbook trade. The trade that I took in MRA, going against the trend, holding, that is not a playbook trade. It isn't a playbook trade of mine. It isn't. So, dude, it's really up to me, man. I mean, it's really up in my mind, and it's really up to me. The sooner I start doing the right things and taking playbook trades, and the sooner I'm gonna keep making more money, and the better my life is gonna be. At least in financial success, and the happier I'm gonna be as a trader, the more successful I'm gonna be as a trader. So this is just holding me back. I'm holding myself back. And I know what to do. I really know what to do. I have my setups. So it's really just up to me, man. It really is. I don't know how to put it the other way, because there's just no really other way to put it. This offered amazing setups, going in the direction of the trend. Look, breakdown after breakdown after breakdown here. That's the way, man. That's the way to do it. Not the stupid shit that I'm doing. So yeah, it's gonna be up to me, and the sooner I do it, the better. So that's gonna be the focus tomorrow, man. Objective number one. Playbook, don't trade in the first minute. Objective number one. I mean, I'm happy today with my stop losses. I did reasonable stop losses, although I got myself into a negative place, like almost over $2,000 wrong. At least they were sensible stop losses. They weren't like crazy like FUBO happened to me last week or whatever, where I'm just not using the stop losses. They made sense. I think that there were big movers, MRA and Riot and stuff, and it's gonna happen. So keep the sensible stop losses, and then playbook trades, opening range breakdowns, 1 minute or whatever, and yeah, keep doing that. I mean, not keep doing, but really doing that, going against going with the trend, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the thing is, like, what is the trend here? Well, the trend here is okay. It is gapping up, but the trend here is down because it started coming down, and it's not like a 1 minute opening range breakout where or 2 minute or 3 minute where it comes up. No, this is a thing where it held in the previous day close, came all the way up here, and then rejected hard. So that means that the move is down, especially when you have MARA also making a move down. So MARA broke, here there was 938 and broke down at 942. Riot, same thing, broke down at 942. So yeah, the sooner I really start following these trade rules, the better it's gonna be for me. So, and I know I have the potential to really, put in the every month 10K plus or whatever, and I can do even more, But if I don't nail down my strategies and my mindset and my playbook trades and so on, it's never gonna happen. So, with that thought, that's gonna be my objective for the rest of the week and the weeks coming. And yeah, well, I'll see you tomorrow with this recap. Okay, take care. Bye.